Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Brooke Acosta, and I know y'all been waiting because I've been waiting for the next episode of What If, and here it is. But I like to do my shit the day after they do their shit, so it kind of puts me in the spirit. So once again, this is episode 2 of What If. And on this show, what we like to do is we created our own multiverse of R&B, pop, rock, and soul, and we put it into a bag, shook it up, and we asked the question, what if? So, in light of what's going on in the news with one of, used to be my favorite singer in the world.
Why you say used to be?
Because, man, he did some shit I would never do.
So let's talk about that real quick, man. Yo, in your opinion, does this man's what he did, does it affect his catalog?
Wait, and before you say that, all I'm gonna say is the number 2414. I'll tell y'all what that is later. 2414. I think y'all should know, but 2414.
Fuck is 2414?
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah.
Mr. Nashville himself. Elvis Presley, my nigga. 24, he married his woman at 14.
How many times did he make that bitch get in the middle of the recording floor and get in the doggy style?
Look, nigga, wait. Your preference, you're not judged on your preference. What do some of y'all niggas do in the bedroom? I ain't gonna ask.
Listen, I'm telling you something.
That nigga
what I do in the bedroom is sexual, but it's not degrading. Number one. And number two, it's not to a minor.
You don't know what fucking Elvis did to that 14-year-old bitch?
Listen.
I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying number that
three,
energy for everybody, because I'm not protecting a nigga. I ain't protecting him at all.
All I'm saying is that Elvis was wrong. Jerry Lee Lewis was wrong. Steven Tyler was wrong.
Our grandfathers were wrong. Our grandparents were wrong.
My grandfather not 25 years older than my grandmother.
She was young, nigga. She was young.
She was young, and that nigga was young too. They was
what did Mos Def say? Woody Allen molested and married his stepdaughter.
Listen.
I'll just say this. Here's the thing about that shit. It's just,
treated them girls fucked up. I ain't saying, listen, he might have got away with this fucking had he treated the girls better. He putting bitches in closets. He got bitches putting doodle on their face. He taping bitches fucking the nigga he fucking, and then he sucking the nigga dick while the bitch watching. RKelly, if he had any common sense and legal, he would have pled guilty and never let none of this shit come out. He'd have said, yo, if I plead guilty right now, what y'all gonna give me? 10 years? Give it here. I would have took all of them 10 years never to be exposed the way he was exposed. He made a bitch get in a doggy style for 6 hours in the studio while him and his niggas walked around her and she was butt naked with her ass in the air. But he was just a terrible man, yo.
You know what?
Like most of these rich motherfuckers with power. Because when you go travel abroad, them white men be fucking them boys in DR.
What you gotta say, Vega?
Costa Rica.
I said I agree with you, Black. There's nothing else to be said. And you know what? What he did was
back up from the camera, nigga. You like the Predator.
Oh, all right, my bad. Look. What he did was egregious, man. Let's keep it real. What R did was egregious.
That was horrible.
The question is, does it affect his catalog?
Yes.
Does it affect the way you feel about I am a mountain, I am a tall tree, oh.
I am an eagle.
Yo.
Fly across the country.
Nigga, I was listening to Feeling on Your Booty yesterday.
Yo, I mean, come on, like all I'm saying, can I get a verses by RKelly so he can smash anybody he has and then we lock him away forever?
Yo, nobody want to go against RKelly. I'm going to say something. You wrote something, but, and I'm like, to a certain point, the thing about R. Kelly, yo, you done did some fucked up shit, but you said you like, why would it be hard to listen? You was like, you loving that, that what's the homosexual guy? Am I even correct to say that?
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X. I can't sing a Lil Nas X song because I'll be singing like I'll be saying that I want to suck a nigga dick in that song.
Pause. Hey, yo, don't say that shit on the podcast.
No, but I'm saying if I was singing, this is why you can't sing a Lil Nas X song.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna edit
you'll
that.
be singing a rap song.
I'm gonna edit that part, and you're gonna be on live saying you want to suck a nigga dick.
What you say, nigga? Niggas know me. At the end of the day, that's why you can't sing a Lil Nas X song. You can't be singing that shit because you was like, yo, you loving that album, I'm fire, that shit fire. I feel you was singing.
Listen, I didn't say I was loving it.
You did say I'm loving it.
I said it was fire.
You say you was fire, loving is the same thing?
Fire and loving it is two different things.
Since when?
It's a lot of shit that's fire, but I'm not loving it, nigga.
I need you to clarify what that is. Then. I need clarification.
Fire and loving it. Like,
all right, fire is like the Hitler wears Prada. Like a lot of West Side shit be fire. But do I listen to it all? Am I loving it? No, I'm not loving it. But I'm asking, chime in when you want, bro. Is there a difference between loving something and something being fire? You unmute yourself, King.
All right, clarification. I got you. You clarified it. I'm with you.
Say it again, Edson.
No, I was saying the way you was explaining it, I was understanding it because, like you said, there's certain songs like that might be a fire song, but like overall, you're not necessarily loving it. But just like this one particular thing is like, oh, I'm with that. But beyond that, it's like, okay, like, you know.
But if a person says that nigga's album is fire, the nigga's album is fire.
Who Kelly?
No. Lil Nas X. Herschel said, Black said that.
What Montero?
No, yeah. I said, yeah.
No, he said Montero album is fire.
Yes. What I said was, low key, the Montero album was fire.
All right, my nigga. Sing all those songs out loud. Sing all that shit out loud, my nigga.
Listen,
so
I'm not gonna.
I need you to clarify low key since we're talking about
low key means like you're not even expecting to like it.
But you love it.
No.
Because it's fire.
Because
it's fire.
No, you missed my point. Low key, you're not expecting.
I hear your point.
The quality of it, the production. I like some of the songs. I like the quality of it. Am I in love with it? Does it get a replay? Am I right? No.
Okay, I'm so fucking confused now because again,
you slow.
Yo, I like this. Yo, just to keep it 100, I listened to that Montero. Yo, I actually like this album. Fire is different than like.
Compared to Certified Lover Boy, it was so terrible that anything listening after that Drake.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you get out of this because you done killed yourself. You already killed yourself.
Lil Nas X was like that banana you eat to clear your palate when you food taste.
And you talking about bananas and Lil Nas X. All right,
hold
man.
on, let me ask Edson, man. Edson, in your opinion, does R. Kelly's actions detract from his track record from the song? Like
Edson never listened to that nigga nowhere. Edson was never R. Kelly fan. We be in motherfucking Chester's. Are we about to play R. Kelly? He'd be like, "Here, take my dollar and play something else."
Why are you speaking for me? He asked me a question. Nobody says shit to you. He's talking to me.
You little beanie head fucker. Go ahead.
You figure out Montero and why over there on the side, and we'll talk about this. So you would say, like, Ja, go ahead, ask me one more time what you say.
Yo, does R. Kelly's actions take away from his songs that he made?
This is a huge question. And
like, will you not play them again?
I can't. Okay.
Will you not believe you can play
because honestly, I remember when he dropped Chocolate Factory. I said to myself, this nigga's going to jail. He knows he's going to jail because he wants to leave us the best project he could leave us, so we'll never forget him. Like, yo,
That was 20 years ago.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
You saved me.
That album was amazing. We was dancing, we was wearing white. It was crazy. And it was like in my mind, I knew, we all knew the allegations because it wasn't even just the Aaliyah thing. There was, there was like numerous girls coming forward talking about, oh, he had sex with them. He was settling out of court. There was
this nigga like, long-winded. Do you fuck with R. Kelly because of what he did, nigga?
What do I no?
The
his
music.
question was, do I feel it takes away from the music? As far as the product, no. As far as the product, no, the product is still amazing. The music that he creates is still amazing. But he's a piece of shit though. I mean,
let me ask you a question. When you hear temperatures rising and your body's yearning, right? Hit me up.
Because I'm telling the bitch I'm with, bitch, your body yearning.
You're a terrible nigga because you have no daughters. Anybody up here, the niggas with daughters, listen.
I ain't thinking about my daughter at that moment.
Listen,
like,
I'm just saying, the thought that he is talking about a 13-year-old girl and her body is young. Now you know the context. When you know the context of the song, does it change for you?
Nigga, you listen to rap, you ain't no dope dealer.
No, that's different though.
No, I'm just saying in all aspects. Y'all niggas get to me like y'all fuck. Like, it's just so crazy. I listen to the art. Like when niggas like, I can't stand Kobe. Kobe don't know you. These niggas won't even fuck with you. They don't care if you care. The bottom line is I listen to the music for what the fucking music is, because the reality, we're not sitting there breaking down the history of what the fuck happened, because half of us would not be religious. None of us would be. I will listen to that nigga's song all fucking day.
Let me put this out there, because this was a conversation I was having with somebody else where it's like, okay, so you still listen to the music, but knowing the individual and the actions that they're taking, you supporting their work funds their continuous.
I'm about to fuck all y'all right now. I'm about to fuck all y'all. Get naked. Fuck that. Get naked. Don't wear white people clothes, because they don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas, and y'all still wear it. Y'all still support it. So shut the fuck up with all that dumb shit. Because y'all still wearing Timbs. Y'all still wearing Tommy. Y'all still wearing these clothes that don't even want to fuck with y'all.
First of all, we've already dispelled the Tommy myth. That was a myth.
That was a lie. That was a lie.
He fucked with us. So
all right, so look, I'll apologize, but we did know Timberland said that shit. And it'd be a lot of niggas. It'd be a lot of niggas who we still buy, but we don't like a nigga saying fuck you and we still buy.
But once again, but
hold up. Let's keep it real.
Vega, I want you to chime in, Vega. Go ahead, Vega.
Yeah, let's keep it real. Every song R. Kelly made wasn't about fucking.
Exactly.
So here we go right now. Let's check this out. I don't think "Step in the Name of Love" you could classify. I believe "I Can Fly" you can't classify it like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
he believed he could fly to a young bitch house with her father ain't home and go to the wind like Peter Pan.
The world's greatest.
He like, you know how Peter Pan used to fly bitches' bedrooms? Like he never opened the door. Peter Pan be outside the window like, Wendy, bitch, what's up? Hey, we out. We going to catch Captain Hook. This was R. Kelly's mom. Yo, everything, when I look at how premature
psychiatrist nigga, you don't know what's in that nigga mom.
Yo,
that piper, nigga.
We know his actions though.
He blew the flute for little kids to follow him. He didn't pick that name for no fucking reason. You could have picked any name, nigga. You could have been like, yo, I am the fucking anything. He picked the Pied Piper and then put a mask on his face and told bitches to come to his hotel.
But it was problematic because he wasn't even, because he could have had any adult female he wanted. But he gravitated towards young ones. That shit was so that I couldn't understand that.
I feel you, because when we was in high school, all them niggas was coming to the high school. I feel you.
It was egregious, yo. It was horrible, yo.
No, I ain't gonna say. No, I mean, when you start pissing and all that, and sucking little nigga. You fuck me up when you say you sucking little niggas' dicks. Like, ah.
That's all you was mad at. Cliff was like, you know what? I get this nigga a pass on everything, but that gay shit gotta go. Yo, let me tell you how bold
Yo,
this
I ain't gonna
nigga
lie,
was.
that's how I felt, yo. I was like, yo,
This is how
what
bold
the
this
fuck,
nigga
nigga?
was. R. Kelly was the boldest. He in court for some sex shit. He meets a 15-year-old bitch outside the court and starts fucking her. This nigga had to be stopped. Yo,
He was a villain.
So this ties in, Dear
villain.
America, I know we went off on a tangent, but
What
this
if?
isn't a segue.
So yeah, because
One of the
what if
questions. What if R. Kelly had been locked up 20 years ago? When
Probably
he
wouldn't have
first
some of them
peed-
good ass albums.
When he first
let's think
peed
about
on
it,
that
yo.
girl on that tape, and he came home, he become home maybe in 2007, he'd have been healed. Did we not let R. Kelly heal? What if R. Kelly had went to jail? Talk to me, Edson.
Well, for me, because one thing I was thinking about, because you know, in that book, that autobiography that he dropped, he was talking a lot about.
I bought that book too. I bought
You
the
bought
book.
it?
I bought the book. I was an R. Kelly fan, nigga. I bought the book, dog. I bought that.
I like R. Kelly. I ain't reading for that nigga.
It was a great read, bro. It was a great read. I love R.
I
Kelly.
said, all I do with R. Kelly is listen to music. I'm not reading.
Go ahead, Edson. Go ahead, Ed.
I feel you. Like, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, you know, there was the abuse he was talking about from older females, from older male family friends, so on and so forth. And, you know, in some cases, you might use that as an explanation towards his behavior and whatnot. But it's like, you know, like for me, I feel if you were aware of that, then you needed to get some help. And he definitely had the money to do that. But instead, you know, he just continued on the path that he did.
But here's my thing. Was it our fault as the general public and fans? Because, you know, we was coming off an era of the 90s where young girls was moving real fast. We seen it in our life and all that shit.
It wasn't our fault. Want me to tell you why it wasn't our fault? Because see, it only got big because they went more descriptive. Once the courts took it serious and they dug into it, that's when we got to see more deep. Nigga, you ain't know about shitting, pissing, fucking with boys. I'm sorry, I gotta keep bringing that shit up. But
we knew about the Aaliyah thing, and that should have been enough.
But even though we knew about the Leah thing, when you start to say, but if the parents is okay, we don't know the law. Like, it's like to a certain point.
But we have a level of morality.
We have a level of morality, but like you just said, but see, here's the thing. I'm gonna go with the what if shit. We gotta stay on topic, right? What if that happened? We would not have the last album we wouldn't have got the Chocolate Factory.
But how about we would have got a guy?
Oh, well, okay.
We wouldn't have got Chocolate Factory. We wouldn't have got Feeling on Your Booty. We wouldn't have had nothing.
He would have got locked up earlier.
Yeah, in 2000.
Right.
But hear the selfish shit again. You hear the word he using? We. What about him, nigga?
I don't give a fuck about him. I give a fuck about the music. I don't know that nigga. then y'all go acting like y'all cool with these niggas. You said.
Let me ask you a question.
What if?
You that fan? Would you rather have those albums, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the albums that he would have made for the rest of his life as a reformed, healed man?
No, I want what I got.
Let me tell you something.
He probably was thinking about feeling on your booty on a bad person.
Let me chime in here for a second, right? And I'm gonna keep it 100.
Niggas don't even listen that much to music.
Yo, this nigga ugly. He got a filter on. This nigga look like he a superstar. Yo, this nigga over here.
He got the Independence Day background.
He got the Michael Jackson off the fucking
is that the Independence Day background when they about to blow up the White House?
You know how it go. But check it out.
So go ahead, Vega. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it 100, right? What he did was egregious, man. What he did was egregious. So if we'd have put him away earlier, in my opinion, he would have been gone for more than 10 years if we really gave him the rap, right? He'd have been gone for longer than that. It would have been no R. Kelly career. We wouldn't have gotten none of that. So out of the selfishness of humanity and soul, what we did was made jokes. We called the piss digital. We stretched out because we knew in the back of our minds that this man
was guilty as fuck.
Yo, on some
But
real
yo,
shit.
I heard
Did
niggas
anybody
trying to
believe
blame
the piss was
niggas was
digital?
trying to blame
about that.
Avant.
Somebody, who was that? Who made it?
He
made a
ate the
joke
hell
about
out
that,
of somebody's
talking about-
ass on that video.
no. I'm just
Somebody
saying,
made
man,
a joke
I'm just
about
saying,
that too. They was talking about the difference, like between talent
Hey,
and
yo,
like if somebody, the more talented somebody is, the more we'll allow. You know what I'm saying? Like the more we'll allow from them, the more we'll let them do. And Kelly's
yes.
talented as fuck.
he
Kelly
should have
was
said
yes,
like
it's
Michael
true.
Jackson and died, because if Mike stayed alive past that time, they was gonna find some nasty shit probably on Mike. Mike died.
Yo, on some real
Mike
shit.
was
Let
on
me
in
just
mad
tell you what
shit.
would have happened if R. Kelly would have went down for 10 years. Look how the music industry, nobody would have gave a fuck about this nigga when he came back. Like, get your ass out of here. That's what niggas would have did. So guess what? Selfishly, thank you, my nigga. I'm sorry you fucked up in the game, but I love that feeling on your booty looking at that video
Well, no,
when Lil
because
Kim was looking like I
maybe
real
not.
delicious.
Maybe not,
Double
because
up.
that first.
Yo,
That
and let me
first,
ask
because
this.
Slow
10
down.
years
One at a
wouldn't have
time.
been
One at a
enough.
time. Ed, you go, Ed.
Let me ask
No
this,
fault.
yo. 10 years wouldn't have been enough. He'd have went right back to it. 10 years wouldn't have been enough. He
Nah,
went
you
right
already
back to
realized
it.
he fuck with them boys.
But you're missing my point, guys. 10 years with help. With mental,
But he
with
wouldn't
some
have got
mental.
help.
Nobody
Because no one
wouldn't have
cared about
fucked
mental
with
health
him.
back then.
Niggas' attention spans ain't that strong, nigga. Niggas like, who? Who the fuck? What?
Yo, Sade don't drop. I ain't heard a new Sade record in 14 years. And that bitch could come out tomorrow and I'll be right like, you think I
That's
need
fact.
Sade?
Yeah,
That's
but she
right.
wasn't molesting little boys before she did it.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit different. That shit different.
But not because I was thinking like when like if you, because going by what you said, Cliff, if we would have sent him to jail after he married Aaliyah illegally, that was still, he still dropped, like, what was that? Was that public announcement, or did he drop his solo album after that?
No, he still no. He still had those albums out. Because
So I think they would have still been
12
checking for him.
12
Because that's the
R album came out in 1998. The R album came
one
out.
of them girls in the court said she walked
Yo,
in
have
the
you
back
heard of
room,
Leah's album?
and so
We
hold
even
on.
heard of Leah?
He was eating Aaliyah pussy. Hold on. One of them girls said she walked in. Look at y'all, the perverts. The other perverts, Dear America. And Dear America, everybody, I had to stop for the pervert. He said, the girl said, she walked in. They caught R. Kelly. He Aaliyah pussy. Look at Vega face.
You know what?
Yo, Vega face says it all. Go back to the camera. Please, just go back to Vegas. Yeah. Hey, yo, say something, Vegas, so the camera can catch it, nigga. Yeah. That nigga said, what's wrong with that?
No, I did not say what's wrong with that. I said, that reminds me of Black.
No.
What the fuck?
Nigga, all I gotta say
That
is
reminds me of a moment when
everybody
I
got a
was
story
in
for Black.
Blue
But
Palm Studio. It reminds me of a moment when I was in Blue Palm Studio, and it was our time to lay down this verse in this track. And I walked in on my man Black on the side, BC room, looking for this nigga where I hid the weed. And he was doing the same thing.
But she was a grown-ass woman, though.
Hey, facts. Let's keep it 100. It was a grown
She had
ass
a
woman.
fat ass, and I was like, this is Cali. This, I don't know when I'm gonna be here again, but this nigga.
How quick he wanted it off of him. All right, go ahead.
Yo, he should have been gone forever.
Everybody
But
got
he did
stories.
10 years. He did 10 years and he was healed. Do we think he would have came back with some tremendous shit? No.
Yes, because he's that talented.
No.
And I'm sure that he would, that type of talent only hibernates. It
I
never
mean, we
dies.
probably could have got
him by then.
no.
It would have been right out
He
of
would have
him.
lost. He would have lost all that Chicago dance. We wouldn't have got "You Save Me," "Step in the Name of Love." That shit is over. He was doing songs based on what was popping at that time. So we wouldn't have never got half of these albums we got. So when it's all said and done, he would have came back trying to have a whole bunch of rappers featured. I don't want to hear R. Kelly with a bunch of featured rappers.
Let's keep it real. Adebisi would have been waiting for him when he got to jail. And all that talent, Adebisi would have raked all that talent out.
Because like Black is saying, oh, with help, but people only just started giving a fuck about mental health yesterday. Yeah. So back then, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered.
No. What I'm saying is, let's say he went to jail, and I'm gonna couple the fact with, and he had a real nigga in his corner, like, dog, my nigga. Well, first off, you couldn't even be his friend and let him go that far, cause like I could never see y'all niggas with like 13-year-old bitches and I'd be like, what the fuck? We getting out of here, bro.
Well,
where your real friends at? Was he that famous?
If we was regular dudes like we are now, but if one of us was, was multi-million-dollar, multi-platinum R. Kelly, like, one of y'all was R. Kelly or one of us was R. Kelly, and the rest of us, like, our livelihood depended on you, let's say, we probably would have shut the fuck up.
If you know Black, he would be R. Kelly telling niggas like, shut the fuck up, because he tries to do that today. And you be like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here. So imagine if that nigga had money. His personality with money, R. Kelly.
Because it's like R. Kelly, when you
hold on, what you mean? Hold on. What you mean? I'm fucking young bitches?
No, I'm saying meaning
you can't look at my bitch.
We couldn't
now, R. Kelly.
We had to shut the fuck up. Like, Black, you fucking that young. Why you all in my motherfucking business? You want to be here? I did. All right, man.
He dead wrong. Go ahead.
Nigga, we done went through some bullshit. You tried to pull some power shit. I was like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here. So please, if you had some money, nigga, you would be worse.
I have goons to fuck y'all up. I wouldn't beat y'all up myself. I just had a goons.
But most ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Don't nobody want to fuck up the money. So
no, but the father who let his daughter get fucked, that was some dumb shit. That nigga need to go to jail.
Yo, how your daughter get peed on and you still in the band?
Yo, hold up. Check this out.
You know the girl who got peed on?
Yeah, that was somebody. That was somebody in the band daughter.
Look. This is what I'm with though. Every young female encounter after Aaliyah that was allowed by the parents, they need 2 years too. They need a couple years, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
You served. You set
the little girl up.
You served
set him up.
Daughter. You served her up like a sacrifice. Like that shit is crazy. Yeah.
It was like, yo, he was probably just giving them money. They send it back home.
Only time I'm serving my daughter to a nigga like that is after she's 25. Bitch, then you can figure it out. You better get a record deal or a baby or something. Figure it out, bitch. Like, cause think about it. LeBron come to your daughter and be like, your daughter 21, he like, I want to help her with a jump shot.
Yeah, they need 10 years.
Huh?
Yeah, they need some years for serving up their daughters, yo.
But ain't nobody
never gonna be accountable
right now. Ain't nobody
live in a world of accountability.
They got what they wanted. They've been chasing R. Kelly for decades at this point. And
what was his purpose, my nigga? Like, you don't know when the feds is on you to stop. Stop.
But he
got a sickness.
Think about it. He got acquitted all them years ago. In his mind, he was untouchable. Even when this came out, there was TV shows that came from it. Even when he got in trouble, I remember it was his birthday. He was in Chicago at this club. The club was full. All these people from Chicago in there chanting his name, singing.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Music.
I seen that clip.
Yo, I'm like, why would you think that you had to stop? Why would you think that? There was nothing that made you feel that you had to stop, because every time there was a roadblock, it just wasn't anymore. The velvet ropes opened up for R. Kelly. Why would you stop?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think R. Kelly would have been in jail had he pissed on Taylor He had a pistol on
Oh,
Leanne.
if it was white bitch, oh no, if it was any white bitch, that nigga would have been
If
in
he
jail.
pissed on Leanne Rhymes, you know the bitch is saying, he's still thank God.
I know who Leanne Rhymes is.
No, you don't.
But she a country singer, you dumb fuck.
All
But
right.
anyway,
Cliff, shut up. You dumb as hell. Like, I
That
know who
nigga-
Leanne Rhymes is.
That nigga drinking that courage. I'll beat that nigga up. Go ahead. You think that
If he pissed
You
on
think
Miley
that-
Cyrus, it would have been a rap. Everybody knows that.
Miley would have liked it though? That bitch.
yeah.
We need
She
like
probably
some
would've did
innocent
something. She
white
probably
bitch.
would have did a live video of it happening and for shock
Oh,
value.
had R. Kelly pissed on the old Britney Spears?
Oh,
Oh, I did it again, Britney Spears.
oh yes.
Yo, y'all forgetting. Miley, before she flipped, she was Hannah Montana. So let me ask you again. If he pissed on Hannah Montana, it'd have been a rap.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
On Hannah Montana, yeah, it would have been a rap.
He could have got away with this with Tia Tamara.
That's Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
Say it
Tia and
again.
Tamara.
Or if it was a lesser white girl, it
He
probably
said
would've-
Tia and Tamara.
Tia
it was a
Tamara
lesser
would have
white
jumped
girl,
them together.
if
and
it
he
was a
coulda
lesser
fucked their
white girl,
brother.
he probably would have got away with it too.
If it was who?
A lesser white girl. A white girl with not as much like status.
What's that chick that we tries to do black songs? That white girl, young
Who?
white girl. She was a young white girl.
A lot of them.
All
shit.
them bitches?
Give them.
He said a young white bitch that was
She goes by one name.
Oh, a bad what is it? A bad baddie?
No. Oh, that bitch. Oh no, he could have pissed and shitted on her. It's all good. He could bad Barbie. He could do that.
Macau, what's her name? Bitch
Yeah,
of
and you know
Macau.
the fucked up part about the R. Kelly shit is like that is some shit that old ugly motherfuckers do to bitches. You're a handsome brother with money. You ain't gotta keep these girls in closets. You ain't gotta do all of this.
He was trying to be inventive, yo.
But
He
that's
was
the type of
inventive.
person he was. That's
Nah,
why
he was
some
just-
people
He
don't
was
need money.
he was being inventive.
Shut up.
Yo, block this nigga. I'm about to mute this nigga Mike. He being inventive. That nigga
Think about who do shit like that. Somebody who got imagination.
imagination.
I'm just saying, who would do something like that? You gotta really be a sick. Not saying imagination means always good. Imagination doesn't mean good always.
He's just
This
saying
nigga,
it was
think about
imaginative.
some of the shit. Look at some of the music he did. The In the Closet fucking series that
What was
came
it,
on
like
TV.
19?
That's the
19?
imagination.
You imagine-
Cleotis, or whatever the fuck, Cletus, or whatever the fuck, the names was created. Like, what the fuck?
Well, hold on. Let me say something about R. Kelly, man. Because R. Kelly, Brooke has a point in this, right? He is a genius as far as making a song. We all know this.
Right.
So the question is, if he came out 10 years afterwards, even if we didn't know him, we know he would have had the access to like drop a record. Would he have dropped something that was miraculous after that?
We would have
It's
gave him
tough
a
to say
pass.
because you know who what example I use? I think about Mary J. Blige. When Mary J. Blige was on the drugs and Casey was hitting her and all the bullshit she was going through, she was making like just music. After that, once she started getting her life together, because she was Mary J. Blige, it was still at a heightened level, but it just didn't have that angst and pain.
Needed a punch every now and then.
Huh?
She needed a punch every now and then to get a good album.
Dog. Hey, Mary. Hey, Miss
But look,
Blige.
you also
Cora
gotta think
daughter.
about this.
I do not agree with this nigga. Go ahead.
You got to
So,
think
you know
about
what
this.
He
I'm saying?
just said it.
Ron
Wait,
Isley-
Asa
he
just
would've
said
gotten-
it.
wait,
He
Clip,
said,
clip. Let
if-
Mike speak. Let Mike speak. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
He wouldn't have gotten no Ron Isley. We wouldn't have gotten that whole.
Mr. Biggs.
Oh,
We know
yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Big. No, wait a minute. Let me
So
finish.
you basically saying that these young girls were sacrificed for great art? Just hold on. Let me just
Who
hold
the
on.
fuck is gonna
Just
say
the
that?
same way as we saying those 28 white boys Michael Jackson laid down with was
What
a
are you
sacrifice.
talking about?
Yo,
I
don't do
don't
that
agree.
to Mike, man.
I don't agree with that.
Don't do that to Mike. That's another discussion.
Why you think in R. Kelly book, I read the book. He said, I found my brother. He said, I never knew I had a brother till I met Michael Jackson. Read the book. And he
I'm
said,
not
me and
reading the book.
I'm
Because
not reading.
in all honesty, I feel like some of it is probably lies anyway.
no, it was real. Because he talked about
Well,
the
no,
molest.
you know why? You know why I feel that? Because when he came out with that song, I Admit, he was sitting there like, trying to explain away the bullshit he was doing at
Right.
the time. So for me, I don't know. I feel like he might definitely I feel something happened to him, but I feel like maybe he might have embellished or tried to add in a few things to get more sympathy from us. It's like, look, man, keep your
I ain't
hands
never
off
heard
the
of a
young
nigga.
girls, Kelly.
He got
That's
raped
it.
by his, but listen, he got raped by his sister, who was older than him, way older.
That was the older family member?
Yeah,
Okay.
his sister raped him. So, I mean, I don't know what she did to this nigga. Like, she must have was licking his ass, whooping him, had a dog sucking his dick on the side. I don't know, like, what could create this kind of monster to do? This guy was a monster.
I mean, it's not hard. I mean, when you really think about it, if you talk about going off tangent to from a psychological standpoint, most of us, we feel powerful. When someone steals your power, you look in other places to get it. He was preyed upon by a predator, and in order to get his power back, he became a predator and preyed on people weaker than him because he's in his state of weakness. Somebody stole his power from him. Most of the time, victims were victimizers. A lot of times were originally victims, and the cycle just continues. But but for me, the problem with that is you were aware of it. You aware enough to write a book about it, so you were aware enough to try to get therapy. So you still continued on your path. So for me, I have no remorse for him because you could have fixed yourself up, but you continued on a journey that you were.
And most of the shit that was happening with him was happening in the 2000s. After he won, he was doing this. I'm like, nigga.
It's almost like what you said. It's almost like what you said earlier. You can't fix a nigga if you come out of court. You meet a 15-year-old and you still smack. It's like, nigga, it's time to put your ass away. Like, you ain't even sneaky.
But let's talk about accountability here real quick, because Edson got a point, and everybody got a point here. You knew it was going down. So after R. Kelly goes to jail, are we looking at his staff and everybody that was aware that this whole shit was going down?
No.
Like,
his wife,
the charges they hit him with RICO charges, nigga. They hit him with racketeering.
Racketeering. Like, it was so much shit. But I mean, no, I feel what he's saying. Like, I feel what John's saying. Like, there was so many people around him that were involved. Like, he couldn't have done this by himself. He couldn't have been able to operate at this level without help. So all of y'all people that were around, I mean, they not gonna do anything to them. But I feel what you say. They deserve some of this time with him.
No, let's be honest. Somebody booked those girls to get to the hotel. R. Kelly wasn't doing all that shit.
Exactly.
He wasn't setting them
no.
Nigga, somebody booked them bitches to fly out there. Somebody booked them bitches to do all this shit.
Talk that shit, Cliff. Hold on, Cliff. Go ahead. What you said, Cliff?
I'm just saying, somebody booked them little bitches to get there. Somebody booked all these motherfuckers to get. Somebody set the food up. Like, here's the food for today.
That's my
R.
point.
Kelly wasn't making sandwiches for these bitches.
That's
so when
my
it's all
point.
said and done, it was a chef in there.
Somebody was ordering the Popeyes.
Like, was doing this shit. Book the arrangement. Book the hotel room.
What the hell the camera bag that had the camera? What
Yeah.
about him?
No, R. Kelly did that on the tape. R. Kelly was, I remember this shit. This nigga was really like.
No, you know how Kelly fucked up with that too? Because that nigga that just did, what was the shit?
I'm not
from
laughing
MTV?
at this shit.
He just did a cribs. He just did a cribs, so we knew what the inside of his house looked like. So when that tape dropped, I was like, bitch, That's exactly his house. And he just did cribs last week. This is his house.
It matched the house. That's when I know. I was like, because I saw it on cribs. I was like,
nigga, fuck all that. Let's keep this 100, nigga. We was in high school. We knew the nigga did it. We ain't give a fuck. Stop acting like y'all was conscious in motherfucking high school. You like, yo, that nigga pissed
I knew
on that
something
bitch.
was weird about
We
him
went to
marrying
university.
Aaliyah.
We were very conscious in high school.
Yeah, we knew what the fuck he was doing.
But
We
listen,
knew exactly what the
Clifford,
nigga was doing. We
hey,
was like,
Cliff,
all right, that I was
when he
banging
married
up.
Cliff, you bought Aaliyah CD, you bitch ass nigga. And I
And
never,
I bought both of
no.
them.
Look, me and that nigga went to the store together. I bought Illmatic, and that nigga.
When you bought Illmatic, I was buying another rap album. Nigga, get the fuck out of it. This nigga, you acting like the Wu-Tang Saga movie. All that shit is fake. Nigga, stop lying.
Cliff, even when he married her, we was looking like.
Exactly, but we still went on to listen to the music.
But see, the difference is back then,
we didn't know he was 35.
There wasn't a lot of activism. Like these days, yo, you could go on the internet and change shit. Like motherfuckers, like, just once again on another side note, that Sonic movie had came out. Motherfuckers saw that shit and on internet and was like, fuck that movie's trash, make it over. And they went on the internet and trashed the people that made the movie, and they made the movie over and made it to the people's liking. We didn't have access to shit like that back then. All we could do was just like sit there and be like, wow, that's fucked up, and keep on going on with our lives. There wasn't even message boards for shit like that back then when we was in high school. Now shit is different.
I ain't gonna lie, Edson. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep this a fucking 100. How the fuck we talking about R. Kelly and you brought Sonic the Hedgehog in this shit? Yo, that's gangster. That shit was gangster. That nigga used an analogy for Sonic the Hedgehog. Yo, nigga, I like that shit.
Sonic. Hey, Sonic, you're done. They mentioned you and R. Kelly in the same sentence. Yeah, they about to find some shit on Sonic.
Yeah, he was just saying they was both about the kids. They was both about the kids.
It was, like I said,
that nigga used Sonic, yo.
They gonna find Sonic dick on somebody's arm or something in the video. They gonna be like,
that nigga had a ring. That nigga used a ring on a bitch. That nigga put a ring on a bitch.
Where motherfuckers went on the internet and really changed some shit. Just because niggas didn't like it. I ain't gonna lie,
yo. I never thought that character would have came up in this conversation, yo.
It was crazy, yo.
Yo, that'd be the illest shit.
Oh, shit.
If you create R. Kelly for Fortnite.
Fisting on bitches. That's all. His weapon is a fist shooter.
I got a question.
A pea shooter.
I got a question. Knowing that we know now, would we prefer a world with or without
R. Kelly?
R. Kelly.
Wow.
I need you save me.
I guess we're supposed to say no.
No, you supposed to say no because people was violated, and then it'll be like, oh, because it was black women, and that's why y'all don't care. So no, true indeed. I mean, when you really think about it, without the comic relief in it, you don't want a victim is a victim. You don't want that. I wouldn't say sacrifice a fucking album for some chick getting pissed and shitted on and treated like she was in a dungeon.
If she was an adult.
What?
If she was an adult.
No, she was a fucking adult, bitch. Bitches be getting shit in the cup and they be eating shit. So please, I don't know what the fuck, like kinky shit, nigga. I watch Pornhub.
These are not the views of Beats, Bars, and Convo TV. Go
ahead.
But
what I'm trying to say is that when you're an adult, what I've learned in my lifetime, people got a lot of weird ass fetishes.
Yo, he was taking, listen, he got kidnapping charges. That means he's
strong arming this.
Hear me out though. Hear me out. He's strong arming this woman. And mind you, he got niggas 6 to 12 throwing bitches in the car. Shut up, bitch. You better be quiet. He put them on private planes or in buses, taking them to other states, pushing them in the house, fucking them all crazy, throwing them in closets, putting them in rooms with plastic bags on the wall, sliding food up under the wall, bitches shitting in buckets. Nigga.
Yo, I'm a Cliff at that point. Yo, he didn't buy all them plastic bags and he's not no 6'2" nigga telling him to shut up. They need to all get it.
No,
what thing is, what about, you remember that radio host? You remember that See, no, here's what I think happened, truth be told. A lot of bitches thought they was gonna come up. Then they was like, oh shit. This is like, nigga, you did a crime. Don't get mad when shit get fucked up. Nigga,
Right.
he probably got you. Like, nah, y'all niggas came in there trying to come up off of this nigga. Then y'all were like, oh shit, this nigga crazy. Like, cause the radio host bitch who
But
left
listen,
her job and went over there.
All them groupie women try to do that, right? But look at the celebrities. I don't see Ja Rule catching rape charges. I don't see fucking Stevie Wonder. I mean, I don't see fucking John Bon Jovi ain't catching no rape charges. I don't see Justin Bieber running around.
Woody Allen should have.
Woody
That's
Allen
one.
definitely should have.
Come on, but what I'm saying is, it was egregious. So,
Well, no, because another thing I was thinking about just right now as we were talking, and everybody's saying like, oh, you know, a lot of these girls, they were trying to come up, and they accused R. Kelly of a cult. There were grown adults, men and women that like white people and other races of people that were in full-on cults and did shit like drank Kool-Aid and committed suicide and all this other shit. And everybody looks at them as victims. But once again, you know, we look at these women and we try to, because of how we feel about R. Kelly and his talent, we try to defend him by accusing them of this, that, and the third. But in the end, you know what I'm saying? He used his Pied Piper shit, and whether they was women or children, he put them in a position where they didn't really necessarily want to be in. And
facts.
To be honest with you, I
cult of
agree.
Kelly.
I
The
agree
cult
with
of
Edson
Kelly.
because the reality is, besides all jokes aside, I would say, look, at the end of the day, if you got somebody, no matter if a chick trying to come up on you, just because she got like, I got you now, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up. No, you can't do that. For one, because like you said, them chicks wanted to leave, they should have had that freedom to leave and go back home and all this other shit, not be afraid, not fear for themselves. So right then and there, you want to catch your kidnap charges, right?
right.
But the reality is, if based on the charges, they found the nigga guilty, and we can't use the black and white card because the reality we still got to look at the end of the day, we all black men in this situation. And you got to realize, like, that's the main issue. Like, as I said, we going to look at, just because it's blacks, and we look at about when we was in high school, how the niggas came through. That wasn't right. We can't look at something that we say we're used to seeing and say it's right. Because if you from the hood, you thought niggas stealing the car was cool. But think about that shit. Let a nigga steal your car.
But how many guys, but see, like I said, it's one thing to be a statutory rapist. But it's one thing to be an emotional terrorist and a kidnapper, and you have a criminal enterprise because you have people that work for you enabling you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you were doing this and you was a regular dude and you had to set up all of these dates with these girls, you would catch the charge. But when you this big, you know, and unfortunately, it was like God gave amazing talent to an amazing fucking idiot. And, you know, on that note, I believe that R. Kelly went to jail for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, he would have probably saw the error of his ways. He probably would have sat down with some guys in jail, maybe tell them to get some help, or maybe he would have wanted to get some help. Because I don't think he, when you're hurting people, sometimes you know you're hurting them and you're hurting as well. We as fans enabled R. Kelly because we didn't want to believe it, and we wanted the music more than we wanted justice and more than we wanted a morality or a level of goodness for the Black women that he hurt. So on that note, I want to wrap the show up. I want to thank my guests, Shoot the Itch, Clipper Pierce. I want to thank my other esteemed guest, Ja Vega, and my co-host, Edson Legier. Yo, you know the vibes, man. We'll see y'all next week. And we'll still ask y'all the question. What if?
What if, man? What if?